Hello and welcome to Aliceland.
Hello, welcome to 2020 and welcome to Aliceland.
Hello and welcome to Aliceland.
My name is Nicole and today we will be talking about Alice, my mother.
My name is Brock.
My name is Lou. I'm Alice's husband.
So some of you may know Alice to be my mother. Maybe those of you who don't would maybe be surprised to know that she has lived a very interesting life. So much so that I am a psychologist specializing in sex therapy because, as you know, my mom is not afraid to talk about anything, including sex and sexuality. That goes hand in hand with spirituality, actually.
What can I tell you about Alice? When she comes on the show week to week, she presents a very philosophical, serious perspective on life. And yes, over the past 5 years, Alice has made an amazing transformation, a spiritual awakening that one would not have believed she would turn into 5 or 10 years ago. But the challenges that she has faced in life have truly forced her into a transformation that's been amazing for me. It's been amazing for our whole family. But it's not all serious about Alice. If you want to know a few things, like she crashed and totaled 5 cars over a span of maybe 5 years. For a while, she couldn't get insurance on her car because no insurance wanted to insure her. She is a person, on the other hand, who truly identifies with people. People identify with her. She's able to lift people up. She meets people on the street and immediately bonds with them. She is the most amazing person that I know. I think I'm quite lucky, very lucky to have married her some 30 years ago, and I'm looking forward to another 30 amazing years in Aliceland.
I've had the privilege of knowing Alice post-transformation and only have heard about her previous self through stories and recollections of others. When I first met Alice, it was at the request of my then girlfriend, now wife, to meet her mother and drive her to the airport without having ever met her or knowing who she was. And all of a sudden, this amazing being came in, and it was only one word to describe such a person, and that was Alice, and by extension, Aliceland. What a magical human who had been through so much, yet showed so little. Someone who had obviously been on an incredible journey through it all, maintaining an incredible emotion and spirit and connection to those around her. The light that she shined through constantly and the immediate connection that we had, it was like we were reuniting as old friends.
It has been an interesting journey growing up as Alice's daughter. Some might say that she taught me a lot, and you would not be wrong, but I'm also not the only one she taught. Alice is very much an honorary mother to my friends, to almost everyone she meets, including strangers whose names she might not even remember today. Alice has very much been a shining light in the world, with a really fantastic humor that doesn't always shine through in the version of Alice that you may know. But learning is best done when laughing, and I think that is something that has been a real treat, given that my mom has had a lot of health issues my whole life. I don't really think I realized how serious the nature was because all of my memories are of her and my family laughing together. The reason I'm here today is that Alice most recently had a health scare which led her to not be able to come home to Canada for Christmas. And when I found out the news, I called her immediately and I was quite upset. And even then, she was making me laugh and sharing that she needed content for her book sequel. So, if you haven't read that first book yet, you should definitely get to it, or you might miss the big reveal of her second book coming out soon too. Something funny about my mom is that a big reason that I do what I do today is her fearless nature talking about sex and sexuality. She didn't only teach me everything I know in that department, but also all of my friends who would come over. And then here you are, she's still teaching very much in the same way, just a different topic of sorts with spirituality today.
There's really, for someone who has seen and been through so much, you could never tell. She perseveres and has strength. She sees the humor in funny situations, and situations that shouldn't be funny are turned into something that's even greater than it should be.
I'm really proud of my mom. She has come a long ways. She was not always the spiritual woman you might know her to be today. I'm really privileged with my background in understanding psychology to be able to see her metamorphosis and her transformation. She's someone who's really overcome quite extensive trauma, not only intergenerational trauma, childhood trauma, even cultural trauma. She's really taken all of that and overcome the odds. A lot of that trauma manifested physically for her, and in her ill health, she found a lot of light, a lot of meaning. She created an entire legacy and persona through those who she has met, who those lives that she's touched. I can tell you that Alice is one of the most authentic beings that I have ever met. It's such a privilege to have been raised by her, to call her my best friend. It's more and more meaningful. The longer I know her, the more layers of Alice that are revealed. And I can't wait to see the new layers that continue to evolve and be expressed through Alice. Aliceland really is not so much a place as it is a state of being, a state of awareness and beyond awareness. It always is. It's very captivating. It's very contagious. Aliceland is the light. Aliceland is love. Aliceland is beyond the physical plane, beyond the psychological plane, beyond the emotional plane. Aliceland is Alice, and Alice is a very amazing, wonderful being. I wouldn't even say human. That's a running joke in our family, but as you know, there's truth in every joke. Yeah, it's truly an honor. I learn more from my mother every day. I am just so happy that she is able to spread her love and her lessons and her knowledge to the world through this wonderful technology that we have. And even more so just energetically. And if you've ever met my mom, if you've ever watched her videos, you know what a special being she is.
Hi, my name is Alice. And what a way to start a new year than my family meeting your family, making us the whole family. It's been a wonderful 2019. First of all, we had 19 shows of Aliceland to wrap up 2019. And we are starting 2020 with a new bang. We're going to have 51 more Tuesdays to learn more how to get to Aliceland, how to peel the onion deeper, and how to realize who we truly are. Life has not always been fair to us, but I think it's just so beautiful to put us into a point where we just have to start anew and find a new way to look at things, find a new ways to see the truth. Just like I had a plan to fly to Canada and celebrate my Christmas and New Year's with my family. Unfortunately, God had a different plan. But having a plan of not having a plan and knowing that life will always support us takes away all the worries. Why not have Christmas and New Year's in Prague? So, there is always a solution to everything. So first of all, what I've learned was never to be attached to any of my plans. What else can I tell you? 2020 will be a magic tour. We are going to do some magic, and I don't have a magic wand. You are the magic wand. We're going to talk deeper about thinking and thought. We're going to talk more about mind. We're going to talk about consciousness and how to deal with the chance to realize who we truly are. How to listen to the silence and how to understand what all of this means. Then we are going to learn who is making the choice, how to respond to the outer life and the inner thought, and what is the choice and what is the transformation. And then the best part is to feel that freedom and hear the beautiful truth, knowing what life is, knowing what love is, and knowing what truth is. One thing I can promise you, Aliceland will be genuine every Tuesday. I am committed. I am committed to better me. I am committed to true me. Are you ready? Are you ready to come on Aliceland tour? Let's grab the magic and be the magic. Let's be the truth. Let's be the light. Let's make our life exactly what it is meant to be. I will see you next week, and we are going to dive deep in from day one, learn how to be and learn how to listen. So see you in a week's time, and we'll be back in Aliceland. Thank you so much, and happy 2020.
Happy
Happy New Year!